Hello guys, Kristy here. So I wanted to jump on today. I was up late last night reading an article, or a few articles, but one in particular stuck out with me, and it made me think about myself and kind of the habits that I have, but it also made me think about some of you. So I wanted to share just a few thoughts with you. I wrote lots of notes, so I'm going to be reading a little bit as well as chatting to you guys. So the article was basically about the pause mentality. If you're doing the Precision Nutrition Pro Coach, you may have heard about this. Basically, it's starting and stopping, starting and stopping, starting and stopping, putting things on hold when life gets chaotic and a little bit hectic. And it was talking about how this pause mentality is not good for our fitness goals. And I'll tell you why in a little bit. You know, with spring break, especially with the kids out of school, a lot of people are like, you know, I'll just get back to my fitness and my nutrition habits when the kids go back to school. Or, you know, the new year starts, I'll start fresh on January 1st. I'll start fresh after my vacation, or I'll start fresh after I have the baby, or things get less hectic at work, when things calm down a little bit, when I have more time. We're always going through these cycles of, many of us, going through these cycles of starting and stopping, almost like an all or nothing kind of mentality. And as I was going through the article, I was realizing that, you know, this way of thinking and this habit, like this constant circle, is one of the surest and fastest ways to sabotage yourself. Because this start-stop constantly, change is all about developing skills, right? And if we're constantly starting and stopping something, the only skill that we're really developing is the skill of starting and stopping, which is never going to get us to our goals long term. I get it can feel overwhelming when you have a lot of stuff going on in your life, when, you know, the kids are sick or work is just totally chaotic. Maybe you have a sick family member, or you're going on vacation. There's always something going on. So what we have to develop is the skills to be able to dial up or dial down to deal with these things when they happen, because fitness and nutrition is a lifelong journey. It's not something that you do for 12 weeks. It's not something that you do for 4 weeks. So it's all about developing the skills to allow you to adjust when life gets kind of crazy. As far as nutrition goes, and I used to think this myself too, and I hear a lot of people say, you know, I don't have the willpower to do that. I don't have the willpower to not eat this. It's not about developing willpower, but it's about developing the skills to get you through these things. And one of the things that the article really, really said well was, and I say this a lot to you guys who train with me, I say it a lot, something is always better than nothing. Better to do something than to do nothing at all. And if you think about life in general, like, life has no pause button. Whether we like it or not, it just keeps going, right? So there's no time out in life. We have to learn to develop those skills. Another thing the article was saying that kind of really stuck out to me was, what if you tried to hit the pause button at work? Like, what if you just decided that life was too chaotic and you stopped showing up for work? You can't expect to keep your job if you don't show up for work. So the same thing, like, if you don't show up for your workouts, and if you decide to go completely off the wagon as far as your nutrition, you can't expect to keep making progress towards your goals or maintain your progress towards your goals if you're not doing the things or not keeping the skills that got you there in the first place. So always do something rather than nothing. One of the things that I loved, and this is the first time that I heard anything about this, and I'm very much an all or nothing person too. I do struggle with that myself. If I can't do something completely perfectly the way that I want to do it, oftentimes I don't do it, but I'm learning to develop the skill of doing something and being okay with that than doing nothing, because life goes so dang fast. Like, you decide to push your workouts out for till tomorrow, till next week, and before you know it, 3 weeks have gone by. You're like, what in the world just happened to March, right? It's already April. I can't believe it's already April. Where is this year going? So one thing that the article said was, rather than doing nothing and pausing and stopping everything, when life gets chaotic, adjust your dial. And I love this. Like, if you have so much going on that you feel super overwhelmed, adjust your dial and just do what you can until you feel like you're in a place to be able to turn the dial up a little bit. One of the skills that we need to develop is to be okay with that. We don't have to go all out constantly, 100%, 365 days of the year. Nobody can do that. You're going to get overtrained. You're going to probably become injured. You're not going to enjoy your nutrition. Like, we all need some downtime. So instead of pausing and shutting off completely, just adjust the dial a little bit. Turn it up, turn it down, but never shut it off. So I just thought that was super interesting. If you're going through the Precision Nutrition Pro Coach program, I'm sure you have already heard about this, but I thought it was a really, really good thing to share with you guys, because many of you have, and I am guilty of this myself, I have a very perfectionist attitude, and I know many of you are the same way. If you can't do something the way that you think that you should be doing it, you get really down on yourselves and think you're failing along the way, and you're not. This all or nothing mentality usually doesn't get us much of the all, but usually gets us a lot of the nothing. So perfectionism is not a way to live in a very hectic life. We are all human, and we all just need to learn the skills and adjust the dial as we go. So I hope that's helpful for you guys. Let me know if you have any questions. And if you don't have a perfect meal, if you don't have a perfect day with your nutrition, who cares? Dust it off and try better for the next meal. Like, don't quit the whole day, get down on yourself, think you're a failure. It happens. It happens to the best of us, and it happens. You show me anybody who eats perfectly like 365 days of the year. I don't think there's anybody out there that does that. And if there are, they're probably not very happy. So just do a little bit more, a little bit better each time. Slow progress consistently over time is what makes major changes at the end. If you try to make major changes right now, most likely those changes are not going to stick. So let's focus on making small, consistent changes over time, and you guys are going to be fine. The only way to fail is if you quit, and I'm not going to let you guys quit. Some of you have gotten emails from me saying that, and I'm probably going to annoy the pants off you guys, but that's why I'm here. And I feel like I'm putting my coaching hat on a little bit more, and I think that is not a bad thing. But I just want you guys to know that I am here for you. I am going to do everything that I can to help you on this journey because I care. And let me know if this was helpful. It really stuck out at me last night when I was reading, so I thought it would be a really good thing to share with you guys. So hopefully you got something out of it too, and I will chat to you guys soon. Bye.